Is Chase Bank turning into one of the worst banks in America?
The Walnut woman says Chase Bank allowed dozens to be added as authorized users to her credit card without her knowledge or approval.
In case you missed it and you didn't watch my previous video where I covered that Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America are under fire, now we have a new breaking story that just happened about a week ago or so. This new level of fraud is very, very scary if it gets into the wrong hands. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump right into the story.
The Walnut woman says Chase Bank allowed dozens to be added as authorized users to her credit card without her knowledge or approval.
This is very scary because this means that this lady's account was completely hacked. Someone got into her Chase Bank account and they added themselves as authorized users to her credit cards. Now, it wasn't just one person. Apparently, it was a lot of people.
Both crazy and scary. 35 credit cards and other people's names showed up in her mail. Frustrated by the bank's response, she called 7 on Your Side.
And I-Team reporter Melanie Woodrow is here.
You heard it right. She said 35 people were added to this lady's account at Chase Bank onto her credit card. How can you stop this, you're asking me? One, you need to make sure that all of your credit card accounts have two-factor authentication set on them. So if someone tries to log into your account, they will not be able to get into it unless you actually approve it with your push notification into your phone or in your email. Make sure that you watch this to the end because I'm going to tell you something that's going on with me and American Express also. Now let's keep watching this crazy story.
Marsha Rhodes, Chantella Brown, Tawana Rogers, Sean Jones.
They're not friends or family.
Taylor Elliott, Derek Marble.
35 names.
Angela Crawford, Brandon Hemphill.
Jody Hayes has never heard before.
That stack of credit cards is absolutely insane because if those scammers would have got a hold of them, she would have been liable for all of those charges from all of those authorized user credit cards. There's only two ways to get added on as an authorized user inside of the actual credit card app, or you have to actually call the bank and talk to a representative over the phone. So either way, this is really, really scary that the fact that they were able to access her account, and she's very lucky that they did not lock her out. But understand, if this ever happens to you, immediately file a dispute and let the bank know that you did not authorize any of these people, you did not add them to your credit card so they can cancel them, and also make sure to send a typed up hand letter disputing any of these authorized user accounts because the Fair Credit Billings Act will protect you, but you must, and I say you must send a handwritten letter to the bank. You have to send it through snail mail. That's going to trigger the protections in the Fair Credit Billing Act. If you do not, you are at the whims of just the bank helping you. And of course, the bank's not going to tell you that because then they're going to have to abide by all of those rules in the Fair Credit Billing Act. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of them don't even follow the protocol and they wind up getting sued. Last part's the most important. But let's see exactly what Chase Bank said to her about this.
It's less than satisfactory to her.
I wanted them to send an email. Did you authorize all these people to be on your credit card? And I wanted them to say, we'll investigate it.
Here's the part that's very shocking to all of the people out there that use banks or credit unions. People really think that these banks or credit unions care about you. They don't care about you. They're just there to protect their money. So understand you have to take action immediately and don't trust the banks to actually protect you. They don't care about you because remember, all they care about is protecting their money. Let's see what Chase had to actually say.
We monitor customer accounts for suspicious activity and promptly contact them if something unusual is detected. In this instance, our vigilant customer alerted us first. We closed the unauthorized card.
I'm willing to bet money right now that none of these banks or financial institutions are prepared for this level of synthetic fraud. This is identity fraud. And I don't think that they're prepared for the authorized user account scam because it's not been seen at this high level before. And I think I know why this happened. So make sure we keep watching this to the very end because I'm going to explain to you what I think happened and how you can protect yourself. But just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, they actually did. Check out what happened next.
The scheme didn't end with these Chase cards.
Capital One, Discover, Citibank,
Not only did they get into her Chase bank account, but they applied for credit using her address and her social security number at all of these other major banks. So this means this person's information is out there somewhere and she has been exposed. And they went after all the major banks: Capital One, Citibank, Discover, Chase Bank, all of the major players in the credit card game, and none of them caught this. But it gets even crazier. Check this out.
But the names on the applications now sounding more familiar.
All of these names are the same as some of the people on the credit cards they sent.
Every single person's name that was added on as an authorized user was trying to get credit in her name, and they were sending the credit card denials to her address. So she is 100% compromised. I believe that she is a victim from this massive data breach that recently happened, and none of these banks are catching on, and none of these banks are actually protecting consumers right now. And in case you missed it, there was a massive story that LA Times released about the biggest data breach in American history. This video is sponsored by Aura. The LA Times has recently reported that over 3 billion Americans had their social security number and personal information leaked. That means your social security number, your date of birth, your addresses, your aliases, all of that, including phone numbers, has been leaked onto the dark web. Now, what do you need to do? You need to freeze your credit reports immediately. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, that's 100% free. Also freeze all of the secondary credit reporting agency. Now, the second part you need to do is to monitor your credit and look at your credit report. Now, I have been using Aura for over a year now to make sure that it's legit and it works perfect, and it is seriously saving me because Aura told me about the AT&T data breach before AT&T told me. They also told me about this most recent data breach that my information was hacked in that data breach. So it's confirmed that it's out there. I have been using it for over a year to protect me and my family. So if you have children, you need to monitor their social security number to make sure it's not being taken advantage of also. Now, Aura does offer a 14-day free trial that you can use. Link is going to be in the description of this video and pinned at the top of the comments in case you do need it. I hope you understand how serious this is, because this is a massive growing story and it's not going to get any smaller and it's not going to stop. If this happened to this lady, it can happen to anyone. I hope that you take this serious, because I feel like a lot of people have not taken this data breach serious, and my information, in fact, has been leaked. My social security number, all of my personal information, my date of birth. Aura told me about it directly on my phone. It shot me a text message that, hey, your information has been leaked. Your social security number is on the dark web. You may want to freeze your credit report. So I froze them immediately. And not even a week later, people were trying to get into my American Express account. And luckily for me, I had two-factor authentication set up on it and they could not access it. I kept getting text messages telling me that, hey, are you trying to log in from a different location? I was like, no. I immediately changed my password and I called American Express to let them know it was not me. I would have never known, and I would have never been able to verify that my information was in fact hacked or leaked if it weren't for Aura. So I want you to understand this is very, very serious for me, and it should be serious for you. And I feel like nobody's taking this serious enough, because everyone's like, well, I got bad credit. I mean, what do you think they're going to do with your information? They could literally be working on your credit and you have no idea, and then stealing all of your information. Or if you have kids, it could be even worse. So I hope you understand that this is not just with Chase Bank, because we just reported that there was an issue with somebody else's bank account at Navy Federal. So this seems to be a growing story. I'm going to keep monitoring this and keep tracking it to see if we see any more major stories so I can bring back some more information for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered another big one on a big growing story that just happened with Chase Bank. Now make sure that you watch this next video, because it is about 2 class action lawsuits against Navy Federal. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.